watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Are we live? Hello, hello! We are live! Hello, everyone! Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you guys can hear me better today. I'm hoping. It's like holly. Like a whole stack of stairs of holly right here. Welcome everybody! Hello, Sue, Jamie, Donna Lee, Christina, Deborah. Oh, you guys are having a watch party in Zoom? That's so exciting. I was like, I wish I could see that, but I can't. Got me on every screen. How is everybody doing tonight? Oh, what's that for? Oh, that's for my mat. I always find these things somewhere. I usually find them when they fall on the floor and then they're super duper duper slippery. Can you guys hear me okay? Just making sure you guys can hear me before we go on. Okay. I have myself muted, so I don't know. Sound is great. Okay, perfect. Let me not ruin that. Well, thank you guys for joining us. So today I'm going to be putting together Alex. So Alex made that super cute, oh yeah, I gotta look over here. Gotta retrain myself. Alex made the super cute T-Rex putting up the Christmas tree, which is super cute because T-Rexes have little arms. So it's probably not an easy task for a T-Rex to decorate a Christmas tree. So I'm going to put that one together. And then first I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, on Saturday, I designed an insert card with the, I took an insert card and then changed it up from one in Design Space and showed how to like contour out and change it and put a different image in and everything. Oh, Deborah said they can't hear me. I don't know. Hello, Mindy and Cindy. I don't know if anybody else can't hear, just let us know, please. So what I used to do the insert card. Okay, I can hear you fine. I'm not sure, Deborah. I don't know why you can't hear me. My throat is like raw. Okay, so if you got the Cricut Joy Silver Lining mystery box, then in it you got the Cricut Joy card mat, and you also got this pack, the Princess Sampler of Cricut Joy Insert Cards. So if you got that box, you have both of these items, which is what I used to make the card today. And then I also used a extra fine pen too to draw on it. So we're gonna go ahead and show you how to use the card mat, and we're gonna go ahead and do this card first, and then we're gonna put together Alex's fun card. Oh, we're upside down. You guys see it upside down? Yay! It's like, please go back. Okay. Too much stuff. Oh, they can't hear you in Zoom. Okay. Well, I'm not sure about that. Okay, good. It's not upside down. It was upside down on my end for a minute. Likes to flip things upside down these days. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and in Design Space. Go ahead and pull up my Design Space. Joy. We are gonna hit make. project incompatible. Oh, let me hide this. And let's hit make. Okay, so when you are in Design Space, it's being weird showing my screen right now. When you hit make it, you're going to choose on card mat. Hold on just a second. There we go. Now, when we are in Design Space here, I'm going to cancel and go back so you can see. This is our insert card here. So when you do the insert card, you'll notice you don't have the rest of the card around it because it knows it's on a card mat. So you're not doing that. You're just giving it the instructions of what to like cut or draw on it. Now this piece here is separate that I cut out. So that's not going to cut out on the card mat, but this piece here, we're going to go ahead and cut all of that. So we can go ahead and choose make. And then here is where you're going to select on card mat and hit confirm. Now with the Joy, it's not going to have you choose what size you're doing because with the Cricut Joy card mat, it doesn't give you those options. So we can go ahead and hit continue. Hi, Terry. Feedback. Oh. All right, and then on here, you're just going to go ahead and choose insert card. And then it's going to let you know to put your black pen in first. And then we are going to load the mat into the machine.
You are watching.
Good Lord. Okay. No. Okay. So I am, for this, you have all these different colors here, but I wanted to do, so in this you got pink. It's like a lilac color. And they call this whispering blue here, but this is actually like sage to me. And then the blue color is powder blue. But I'm going to go ahead and use the pink here. And in this you got 12 cards. So you got 3 of each color, and then you got 12 of these pretty holographic inserts here. Oh no. I wish. You know what? I'm going to do this. Hopefully. That helps. Hi, Beth. Welcome. All right, so to do this, we are going to go ahead and load. Hopefully you can hear me better now. Yeah, I was hitting the speakers. I moved something off of there. So hopefully it's better now. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to take our insert card here. Oh, I should probably see what I'm doing. So I'm showing you. We're going to go ahead and take this insert card, and you're going to take, there's a sticky thing on the mat, which I already took off, but you're going to go ahead, open the card, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to tuck it under the card mat. And as you can see on the card mat, there's 3 different sizes of card mats. So depending on what size you're making, the card will go down further, but you always want to make sure that your card's up at the top. So you're going to line it, put it under, and then you're going to make sure it's all the way at the top. And the key to get this thing cutting exactly where it's supposed to is to make sure you have exactly 1 inch from the top of the card to the top of here. Okay. Thank goodness. I'm glad it's better. But you're going to tuck this in, and it gives you guides here too, so you can see if you're getting your card straight. So you want to make sure, I did this beforehand and it seemed it was perfect when it was right up against the very top. And then just make sure it's lined up there. And then you can just smooth that down, and then you can go ahead and load it. And then go ahead and hit go. Oh, I'm glad I checked that. You want to make sure you put your pen in, which it instructed me to do. I would almost had to do that again. Put our pen in and then hit go. And while it does that, we just wait. That did not do it. It's very weird. It did not put it in the right location. Oh, that's weird. It just paused in the middle of drawing. I was like, you're not done yet. Keep going. Okay, as it draws that, I'm going to go ahead and put together. So I cut the Merry Christmas to put on it. Let me go back so I can see. But I cut the Merry Christmas to put on it, but then I wanted it thicker. So then I just cut 3 more that are blank. I feel like 4 or 5 is a perfect level of thickness to have it kind of stick off the card. That stopped. I'm going to go ahead and switch out. That's not right. Ew. It had 2 different pens selected. That's why it stopped. I was like, wait, it's not finished. There's no penguin. Joy Extra. Well, this card mat is specifically for the Cricut Joy. Me too, Sue, right? I love watching the machines draw. It's really fun to watch the Venture draw because it's super duper duper fast. There's a little penguin. Yeah, so you'd have the Cricut Joy Extra card mat. And then you can use the cards and the inserts. And if you don't have a card mat, you can still use cards and inserts that like come in the mystery boxes. You'll just use it as a blank card and then you can decorate it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put our blade in. I'm probably going to clear my throat a lot. My throat is all scratchy and ucky. Oh, I forgot I talked about I was going to glue these together. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue all these together. Use my glue press. I know Alex isn't in here, so I was like, oh, Alex was at my house like last week. I should have had him come down here and mess with the microphone thing and see if he could get it to not give horrible feedback. I should have before I cut this. It's always good to make sure if you have any updates to Design Space, because you're never sure what they are or what they could affect. So it's always good to check for those. Oh, Mindy, yeah, there's so many sales. You know, like the sales, usually like Black Friday and stuff was 50% off materials. But we've been having 50% off materials already so far this month. But yes, there'll definitely be more Joy Extra bundles. Okay, so we got that done. Then we're going to grab our piece that we're going to put in the insert. Alright, and then when we're done with that, we can go ahead and it will have you unload on the screen. and pull it out. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so as we can see, this cut off. And I don't know why, because I was playing with the, not margins, but kind of margins the other day. Luckily, so you'll just pull. It's going to cut weird because it cut in the wrong place, but don't worry because I already cut one exactly the same, but it cut correctly. Oh, did I have it? Oh, I know what it did. I know what I did. Okay. So you take your card out, you're going to put your insert in, but it's not going to be messed up like this. I did. Yep. That's exactly what I think happened. I think I had the wrong size, which let me go in and show you real quick. Yeah, it had a bigger size. Okay, down here is where it has the material size, 4.5 by 6.25, but it was not that big. However, last time when I did it, it was good. Okay, move this out of the way. So this is the insert card here, and I was just playing with margin, so it's a little tiny bit over because I thought I moved it just a little bit down from the top, but I didn't have to. When I cut it, I realized if I would have left it aligned specifically with the top, it would have been perfect. Yeah. Yeah, this card's 4.25 by 5.5. Sue, I'm looking forward to the winter 10 because I spent my fall 10 right off the bat. It's either I spend it right away, Sue, or I wait till the very end. But for the insert card part, so we cut it out, and then this piece you just go ahead and put into the corners. Nope, Dawn, you did not miss Alex's card. Alex's card's next. This one was going to be a fast one. It didn't go perfectly correct. But so when you take it off the card mat, you have this, and then you just take your insert piece, and then you tuck it in the corners. Never so easily. Well, Alex's card should be fun to put together. Okay, so then you have it like that, and then we went ahead and glued this together. So then I made this to put right on here like this. So we'll glue that on. Put that on there. It's always like that though. You do it beforehand, it goes perfectly. And then when you're live, it's like, you know what? We're just not going to work right today. And then I have my little stickles, little sparkles. And I thought I could just add a little bit more sparkle. I'm just going to put some on his hat. And then in the middle of the snowflake, like it could use sparkle. You could put it across the whole snowflake. So that is the outside of the penguin insert card. But it's super cute and it's really fun to make. Or it's really quick to make, actually, when everything goes right. And so on the inside, if you watched the live Saturday, I was showing how to fill in letters using offset and inset. So this is an example of what I did on live. Don't mind, I stopped it because I didn't need it. They weren't quite close enough together. And I can't remember what my offset was there size-wise. So I went back and I changed it. And another thing, my letters were too close together. So I went in, I did letter spacing to spread them out. And then I changed my inset to 0.015. And then, let's see, turn this. There we go. And I used glitter, and then it filled it in almost completely. So then you can just take your marker or your pen and then go ahead and fill it in the rest of the way. What did I do with my red? There's my red. And this is actually, I used Cricut's red glitter pen for this. So, but it's so close to filled in completely. But you can just go ahead and fill in any areas you need to. Oh, I think I just filled in the center of the E, darn it. I feel like the metallic markers would work really good to fill in. They're a thicker marker. And I thought about doing it, but I was doing it on white. But if I was doing it, like, had a black background, I would have definitely done the metallic silver markers. I could have done gold, too. And then you can go ahead and put that on the inside. And then you have your holiday card. Your penguin card. All right, so next we're going to go ahead. Let's put... Thanks, Sue. Sue just shared where I designed the card and showed you how to do it. This originally had a snowman. Oh, I just got glitter. Totally forgot it was wet. It originally had a snowman in the middle, and then I kind of moved everything around too to make more room, and then found this cute penguin. But his design works perfectly for insert card. All right, next let's go on to Alex's card. Go ahead and push that back. All right, we got our little project box here. Oh yeah, I want to show that. In a minute. All right, card base. All my little pieces out here. Did you guys participate? Have you guys done the challenges that Cricut has going on? Where they're giving away like an auto press and I think an Explorer 3. If not, make sure you check it out. And I do have links in the description for our giveaways. We have 2 different giveaways going on. And links to... Wait and wait. Let me get to those. Okay, so we're gonna go glue a couple things together first. We have our window here. So with the window, I wanted to cut acetate, but honestly I didn't have any, I couldn't find my plain acetate. Yeah, knock all the pieces off the desk, right, Jamie? Oh, that's a good idea, Mindy, to have it at your Florida house. So I didn't have regular acetate, but I did have this acetate, and I was like, it's kind of like snow. It's actually like blue circles. But you could put that over if you want. But we're just going to glue these pieces. The white piece is going to be the back. And then the blue's got the... That way you put it on top. And it's like it's snowing outside. Which I don't know if you guys have had snow yet. But we have not had snow yet. And I am okay with that. Snow means it's cold. Also make a great piece of Swiss cheese. Did I turn that? I think I turned it. There we go. All right, so we got that piece, and then you cut it this if you wanted to put the acetate. Which I don't know how I feel about it. It just adds like more snow. I think I'm gonna leave it out. And then we're going to go ahead and glue our window frame. Thinking if dinosaurs ever come back, they should make T-Rexes have longer arms. Okay, put our little window together so we have our window, and we can go ahead and let's build our little T-Rex here. So just 2 layers of the T-Rex. It's funny, even when you have a project box, you still can you still can lose those tiny pieces, even with a project box. So I always take my smallest pieces and wrap them up. I mean, honestly, you can still lose them then. All it takes is one little tiny one falling on the floor. These little fingers. Okay. I figure we'll get all of our pieces built and then we'll put it together. Rawr. Number 1 stuck on number. People find vinyl and scrap pieces in the randomest places. I cut vinyl the other day to put on the back of my shirt for a concert, and then a couple days later, I can't remember where I was. Oh, it was on Matt, and I'm like, oh, you have a piece of that pink vinyl. It was stuck to his butt, actually. I don't know where he got it from. Okay, we glued that together. And then now with the presents, and I did, Alex, when he designed this, he had different presents. But I did change them just because they were a bunch of tiny little pieces to put together. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, there was a bunch of little pieces, so I ended up finding another present, which is this one here. Actually, I need 2. Oh, my weeder's over there. I didn't knock out the very center pieces here. I cut this with 2 different paper, too. 2 different kinds. One we can't get anymore, and it makes me sad. But, if you see, I have 2 different blue pieces. And this one is Cricut's glitter cardstock. And then this one is Cricut's shimmer paper. So with the shimmer paper, it still gives the glitter. We gotta go up. Don't mind my nails; they're a mess. It still gives the glitter appearance, but there's no glitter to fall out. It's like, to me, I call it like glitterless glitter cardstock because it's shimmery and it doesn't like peel around the edges of intricate cuts too. So I really wish we could have like Cricut shimmer paper back. Yeah, the sparkle paper, right? Can we please get this back, Cricut? But I did the same with silver because I still have some of the silver. But this was the silver glitter cardstock, and then this is the sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Yes. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and glue the top piece onto the base here. And I will say, it's hard to find gifts like this that aren't a lot of little pieces. You really kind of have to look. If you want like a solid cut one, but if you want layers, it's much harder to find because they're all, if you look at them, they're kind of like lots of little pieces. Yeah, that's true. I actually thought of that, Mindy, because I had a piece of green like holographic vinyl next to me, and I thought the same thing. I'm like, ooh, I could cut it, and then you could just put that on top of the presents too. So there's that piece. This piece we don't need. This piece we don't need. And I can't remember what mystery box it was not too long ago, but it had like sparkle vinyl. It had one sheet of a whole bunch of different colors, like red and blue and green. That would be perfect for this too. Oh yeah, the blue holographic threads. Actually, it's funny you say that. I just put a thing of blue holographic threads in my bin today. Okay, and then we made that little present. I'm wondering. And then in here is my little tiny pieces. Hey, like Go-Go Gadget Extendo something over here. Oh, there's. I was like, where's the Santa Claus hat? And here's all my little tiny pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and glue my Santa hat on. Make sure I'm. Oh, there's a little tiny dot stuck to that. And then we also have the little white fluffy part. Just make sure you glue the right side. Actually, it's starting to look like Christmas. I was working down here earlier and my hubby got Christmas decor down in the basement. So upstairs is fall and down here is Christmas. Now he just has to help me with my craft area. Thanks, Diane. It's a little piece. You could use your tweezers or your quick stick. I think of that for a minute. All right, and little pieces there. Okay, so I decided to make the front of the card red. So we have this. Oh, and I wanted to show you too. And I figure when we assemble this, got one more piece here to grab. Oh no. And then I did change the Christmas lights because they were a teeny, you can imagine how thin of a little thread that was going to cut there. So what I did is I changed it to draw, and I didn't go in the right spot because I put this on a totally different mat because I was doing it really quick at the end. But then you can just go ahead and fill in. I'm just going to take markers and fill in the little light bulbs there. I'm just going to take my Cricut gel ones, glitter gel, and fill these in. You could take markers. You could take, you could paint them in if you want, however you want to do. I have to have a pattern. That's why I'm like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, red. Doing it with this is good too because it adds a little sparkle to the lights. Anything involving coloring I'm in. It is so relaxing to color too. I mean, maybe not when you're live, but just coloring. When I was a kid, I loved some coloring contests. I won a couple too. Remember in 4th grade, I won the coloring contest and I won a package of dinosaur gummy fruit snacks. And actually, now that I remember, it had some, the thing I colored was something to do with the dinosaur. Everybody has their different coloring styles. Like, do you guys, what is your style? Like mine, I take whatever color I'm coloring that area in, and then I go around it and outline it, and then I softly shade in that color. Do a little green. I gotta make my son a birthday card. His birthday is Saturday. I have to make him something with an ambulance. If anybody sees any good ideas, or I always called ambulances boo-boo trucks. So, something about him and the boo-boo truck. Okay, so we got that colored in. I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this piece on here. How many of you guys have the glue press? And I'm going to get that. There's just a slight border around it to add some color. And originally I thought when Alex made this, I was like, hey, I'm going to take, like, make a blank piece, and I was going to jelly art print it and, like, put some paint on it, maybe do stripes. I was thinking of rolling red stripes, so it was like candy cane. But there's a lot going on with this card, and I thought that would make it way too busy to have all that on the background and then have all of this going on too. All right, once we get that in place, next I would glue our window. That way we can just get spacing we need. We make sure we have room for everything. Oh, my throat is so scratchy. Oh my gosh, I just thought of it. How would it be cute too if, like, out the window you just seen, like, Santa in his sleigh? Okay, and then over here we're going to assemble our Christmas tree, which this one we're going to glue together. Let me think about this before I do this. So, top. Oh, hello, Holly. How does a tree go together? Like that. And they are made to, like, fit inside each other perfectly, so you can glue one down, or I thought it would be cool to just glue it just a tiny bit on top so it's more got dimension to it. How should I do that, though? Because you won't glue much of it. So I'm going to glue right around here. And I'm going to show you something else I did, too. Using the scrap from when I cut this tree. Which way was it just going? Does this not seem right? Like, which way did the tree go? Okay. That one. Then we put our next size down, which this will go like there. So I'm gonna do the same thing and just glue right around the edges. Did I flip it around? I don't know. You could just put the pieces on and glue those on. How you... If you double the tape at the bottom, it'll give it perspective. Ooh, very true. So if you glue them down, they fit literally like perfectly into each other. I just like them having a little... It's kind of just at the very points. I found a way I like to do this better, but I didn't have the right colors, and that's why. Alright, and then the final piece of this, well, of building the tree. I think that bottom piece I'm going to glue down because I want to make sure it glues down. So I'm going to glue this down here. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I usually take a picture of what I'm making. That way I can see it on my phone as I put it together, and I totally forgot to do that. Okay, Christmas tree. Oh, the trunk. I should have put the trunk underneath. Oh, I still got room. All right, and then there's a trunk for his tree. We can just glue that down. Okay, and glue that on. So we have our tree on there, which I layered it. You could just put it down if you want, but look what, when I cut these, I was left with these pieces. And I was like, you know what would be cool is to just stencil the tree. So I didn't have greens. If I would have had 2 different shades of green, I would have just put these on and stenciled this tree because I think it gives a cool effect. And let me show you. So I didn't have greens, but I had purple and pink, and I used the Distressed Oxides from Tim Holtz. And so I just layered it. I just put this piece on, and then... Oh, I have it flipped over. I'm like, how is that not right? I just put this piece on, and then I took my Distressed Oxide and went over it with a brush. And then when I was done with that layer, then I took this stencil and then put it on, and then just did the purple. But it looks super pretty. And I love adding that because it's a different media to the card too. It is kind of a Whoville tree, Mindy, right? It is, but yeah, so just keep these, and then you can stencil with it. Okay, now we have to we can put our little hat on glue our hat on our T-Rex. I think I just glued his eyeball. A little bit more glue there. Thanks. Yeah, when I seen it, I was like, that's a perfect, easy stencil to work with. And it looks so pretty. I really like the purple and pink tree, too. Like, I want to make something with that just because it's pretty. It's pretty. Okay, so the goal is that our little T-Rex here... Oh, let's decorate the tree first. I'm going to use my quick stick for this, because these are little pieces. this. You can just put your ornaments on the tree however you like. It's paper decorating a tree. Yeah, and you know what? Purple and pink this holiday, even for Halloween, it's like really in. All these the pastel pretty colors are very popular this Christmas. I know my daughter's getting stuff for Christmas and she wants all pretty pink stuff for Christmas. My gosh, it's like really decorating a tree. I have like fear of wrong ornament placement. But when you decorate your tree and you don't like it, then you just move an ornament. Here, they're glued on, so you better like where you put them. This little quick stick makes this so easy though. With that wink of Stella. Wink of Stella. What is that, Mindy? I'm intrigued. Do, 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 do. I need some hot tea. That's what I'm doing when I'm done. Oh, I dropped an ornament on the floor. I know people are working on their projects for our Melody Lane inspired holiday extravaganza. We're going to have all these different projects and different presenters. I have several different ideas in my mind. I just have to figure out which one I want to go with. It's the hardest part. Uh-oh. Ooh. Stuck to my finger here. It's a glitter paint pen. It adds a touch of sheer glitter. Okay, I need to see this. Is it something I can get on Amazon? See, I don't think that ornament belongs there and I don't want to stay there. Okay, now we have that. We want to make sure, before we put anything else done, we want T-Rex here to be able to try to put the star on top of the tree. But you do want the star here. I did make it so it will fit within here, so it looks like it's actually holding the... I can't remember. Do you guys remember what Alex used to get this piece for like this gopher thing? I don't know what he used, but it's pretty perfect. Just making sure I get these aligned right so I can put him stepping on the packages and putting the tree up. I'll hold this in place to glue my star. The way I wish I had more hands. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and glue this down so it's holding the star. I know tomorrow, like, organizing the craft area, and that involves going to get some more More storage stuff. You get more stuff and then you need more storage. I know when we were live the other day, they're talking about making the storage space bigger. Oh, it was when we were live, because in our Patreon Zoom, Jamie designed an awesome card for us. A gatefold floating double pop-up card. That is for our Patreon members only. And we were in there putting it together, and I was down here in my basement sitting, and they were asking, you know, about it. And I said, oh, my craft area is there. And they're like, make it bigger. I was like, I have to knock out a wall. But, like, not only a wall, I'd have to redo my whole fuse system for my house where all my fuse boxes and everything. I think I pull this up. I don't want to mess with it too much. A little bit more of an angle down would be better. Okay, T-Rex will go there, but then we want to get the presents like he's stepping on the presents, so the presents will go under him. Thanks, Jamie. Okay. I think that's good. So I'm going to glue these down. Have any of you guys used those paint pens? I don't know what they're called, but they're like, they remind me of what Melody's car paint looked like. They're like a chromatic, and it's like a color shifting paint marker, I guess. I seen it on like a reel or something. Don, are you telling me to get to like relocating my whole fuse panel and knocking down walls? There's some sturdy boxes. They're holding a T-Rex. Okay, now we just gotta glue this guy down. Alright. We want his feet on there and his hand on there. That's so funny. Never thought about how hard it is for a T-Rex to decorate for Christmas. And then on the inside, we have that. We have this here. And all my little pieces here. I don't want to hit the cord. Okay, and the little red, this is going to say Happy Rexmas. I'm just going to lay this out. That way I can figure out spacing. And you could too, if you didn't want to do all these individually, you could do vinyl or iron-on on here if you want. And you don't have to worry about getting them all lined up right. I believe this font of the Happy Rexmas, I use Santa's Workshop, I think. Happy Rexmas to you. Okay. I'm gonna glue the R in the middle. I find if I like start on one end and glue, that like my spacing's not great, or like then I have like too much space on one side. So I like to try to kind of figure out what the middle is and then start by gluing the middle and then moving along. Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea, Mindy. Putting him on a wobble. Oh, you could make the snow. I'm gonna add some little snow decals. Not decals, like the glittery snow. Sparkles. I don't know, I just think wobbles make cards funner. If it's got a wobble, if it's a shaker, it just adds fun. And make sure you get the little pieces out of these because it's a teeny tiny little piece on the inside of that. What is A? I guess it's the same either way. It just looks upside down. Hi, Lucy Lou. She's at the top of the stairs looking down at me like, coming up soon, Luce. Soon. This is backwards. Hello. I'm like, that's so funny. It's so funny. I was like, it seems backwards to me. Then I'm like, Holly, the A is backwards. That is not. That is not crazy. I was like, man, it just looks so backwards to me. I don't know why. Maybe because it's actually backwards. Yeah, I agree, Jamie. It works so much better when you start in the middle. Which you could, when Alex designed this, he had a different font. It had a line underneath, and he had basically had it cut through the letters, and then had a red card piece underneath it. But all the centers of the letters were missing that way. So I just changed it to this, but vinyl or iron-on would be the easiest. Make sure I glue the A on the way it goes. I did it again. Just a little far over there. But Happy Rexmas. And then you can go ahead and glue this inside. Ooh, I think my glue's starting to get low. And you could put something funny in there too. I was trying to think something funny to like write about, I don't know, a T-Rex and short arms and Christmas, but I like couldn't figure out anything. So if you come up with something, let me know, please. But so that's the inside, and then the cute outside. But let's add a little bit of this little sparkle stuff to him. Let's put some on his hat. And you could probably add some to the snow, right? Because it's supposed to, snow is kind of sparkly and pretty. And it's cut through, so you just got like this little hole to fill. with your sparkle. Oh, if you guys haven't done the Cricut, so Cricut's doing a kind project thing with the Kids in Need Foundation, and for every kind project you post with the tag, hashtag Cricut Be Kind 2024, they're going to donate $10 to the foundation. And let's just share your project and they're going to donate $10. So that's maybe any kind project. Maybe it's a thank you card, or maybe you made some like bookmarks to give away. You know what I was thinking too when I was looking through my scraps? I was thinking bookmarks is something good to make with scraps, because I have a lot of pieces that are big enough that would cut bookmarks. Oh, it's no, Dawn? Yeah, this card is a 5x7, Dawn. You can resize it down if you want. It's just much easier, especially showing it. The bigger card's easier to show. But it's hard to see, but he's got some sparkle in the snow and then on his hat. So there is Alex's T-Rex card. How stinking cute is that, though? It's so funny. And like the gaps in the trees are just because I tried to glue them on top, but you could just glue them down, like I said at the beginning, and then you don't get that. I was just trying to make it have more layers to it, textured, I guess. But I think that worked really well for the lights. Instead of trying to cut that teeny tiny wire, just have it draw and then fill it in. And it is glitter too, so like it's hard to see on the camera, but it does definitely sparkle. Oh, 85 in Florida. What's it in Florida now, Mindy? $39. Yeah, that's a big difference. Like, I will take the 85 over 30. Maybe. I might. Alright, guys. Thank you guys for joining me. My throat is super dry, if you can hear. I don't even know. I was getting better from being sick, and then I woke up, my throat, like, closed today, and it's, like, in my chest. So I'm going to go drink some hot tea, soak in a hot bath. And on Friday, me and Alex will be live with image sets on Friday. And then he should be live Saturday with a new project, designing a new project for you guys. But thank you guys. And then what happened to my... Oh, and then here's the penguin insert card. We also did. Where we had it fill in, use an inset, so it filled in the letters. So if you weren't here when we did that. But those are the two cards we made. And then these are going to be on our site for all of our Patreon members. So our Patreon members have access to this, plus over 1,000 different designs, many of them Melody designed. But then you also get access to our 24/7 crafting Zoom, which is apparently having a watch party right now. Right, Mindy? I love the holographic. It just makes it fun and pretty and happy. I always say holographic is the stuff unicorns are made out of. I don't know why, but I've always just thought that. So, thank you guys so much. If you just give us the like, appreciate all the comments, guys, and I will see you guys on Friday. Everybody have a good rest of your night. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We talked about the extravaganza, the giveaways. Make sure you enter those giveaways, guys. We have 2 really good giveaways going on right now. And one is a short giveaway. That one's for the Explorer 3. Which even if you have an Explorer 3, you can A, keep it for another one. You can give it to somebody for Christmas as a gift. Many things. Thank you guys. Alright, we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Happy crafting. Oh, and toodles from Alex.